Well. Okay. We are set to go. We got the issues, but that will be fine. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. This is your host, Sabadi from coming live from the Maima Goyah studio. We want to welcome you to the broadcast. And we want to say, first and foremost, happy birthdays to all those who are celebrating a birthday in the month of. What's going on here? Just a minute. Just a minute. So we'll switch. There you go. All right. Once again, we want to say sorry for the interruption. This is your boy, Somebody from coming live from the Maima Goyah studio. We want to say happy Tuesday. July 3rd today. And as you all know, the month of July 4th is right around the corner. July 26th is not too far away. And what best time for us to discuss what we call independence, what the true meaning of independence. And so today we'll be looking at the true definition of independence, what is so important for a nation, especially a country like Liberia. And so tonight we will be discussing that. But before we proceed with the show, we first want to take this time to say happy birthday to all those who are celebrating their birthday in the month of July. If you are celebrating your birthday today, we want to say happy birthday to you. We pray that God will bless you with all of your heart desire. And so we just want to welcome you to the broadcast. We pray that God will bless you with long life, good health, peace of mind, and all of your heart desire. If your birthday fall, on your wedding anniversary, we want to say double shout out to you and your loved one. We pray that God will bless the holy matrimony home with peace, love. And if you are bereaved, we also want to take this time to extend our deeper condolences to you and your loved one for the loss of a family member. We can pretend to know that we understand exactly what you're going through, but we can also extend our deeper condolences to you and your family. We pray that God will comfort you, God will console you through the difficult time of bereavement. And like we said, today's show is strictly about independence. As you all know, the great United States independence is tomorrow, which is July 4th. So we want to take this time to say happy 4th of July to every Americans around the world, especially to our troops, for the hard work, the commitment, and the sacrifices that they continue to make for us to live in peace in this beautiful nation. And so we want to take this time to really extend our thanks and appreciation to each and every one of you. And so today we're going to be looking at we're going to be discussing what we call what is the true meaning of independence. And we're also going to talk about it is about time that we start to look ourselves in the mirror. We have to start looking ourselves in the mirror. If we truly desire the change that we also we want, Then where we have to take a look ourselves in the mirror. If we believe that we are making a difference, then we urge you to continue to do that. But if you believe that you are not, then of course we ask that you get involved, because if we truly want to change that we say we want, it wouldn't come easy until each and every one of us get involved with the process. And so tonight, we are going to be looking at some very, very important issues. We're going to be looking at what's the true meaning, the true definition of independence. When we get the word independent, what does it mean? What the meaning of that word? What it tells us? And the second thing we'll be looking at, we'll be viewing the newspaper, what is unfolding in Liberia, and what is going on currently. And so we want to take this time to invite each and every one of you, but I would say we ask for your patience, and we're trying to do some stuff here on the phone very quick. So just for a brief minute, we will be a little bit distracted, but we're asking to be patient, all right? So as we prepare to hit the airwave for the next 1 hour, we pray that you will be patient enough. And I can promise you that today's show is going to be really, really good. And so, all right. All right. So we are very sorry for the brief. We are very, very sorry for the brief pause right there, as you can see. But uh, we 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 we're going to talk about Liberia in particular, something that is unfolding in Liberia right now. For the past week, come to the end of June into July, we learned that it been raining very hard. And so we also look at the newspaper, what is unfolding in the country, and then we discuss. I saw some exciting headlines in the newspaper. And the question here to the Liberian people, why are we treating ourselves like this? Because I think we keep making the same mistake over and over. And it is imperative that we really ask ourselves, are we truly getting the result, the decision that we're making all along? Are we truly getting the true result that we desire at the time? And part of that also embedded into what we call, what is the true meaning of independence? Oh, I want to say thank you, Mana Thomas, for tuning in. We appreciate you. Who you having a nice time. And so, tonight I really wanted to look at, I will celebrate the Independence Day of the United States of America, the greatest country in the world. And like we said, we want to say happy Independence Days to every American around the world, wherever you are, especially to our men and women in the armed forces, to all of our law enforcement, police, the FBI, CIA, you name it. These people are working 24/7 around the clock to make sure that we enjoy the celebration tomorrow. I can't stress this enough. We forever grateful to you and your families. Some of you should be here enjoying with your family. You overseas, you're working and making sure that we, starting tonight, throughout the weekend, that we can enjoy and be safe. And so I want to say we are grateful. But I really want us to look at the word independent. Independent. What does it mean to be independent? What independent mean when we hear the word independent? And don't forget, Liberia Independence Day is July 26th. And so there is no better time for us to look back, to reflect on the true meaning of what we call the true meaning. Is Liberia a real independent country? Because I don't know, I don't know. Since we gained our independence from 1847 up to now, are we ready? To me, it's like we stuck. We ready, like we in neutral. The car not moving, and we accelerating at the same time. We accelerating, and when you get a car in a neutral, we all know if you never drive before, what I mean, neutral means that the car is stable. So even when you press the accelerator, it's not going. The tire will just be spinning. And as the tire spin, some instances you're burning the gearbox, but you see smoke, dust, and you get there, you're not moving, you're not going back, or you're not going in front. And so let's look at when we talk about true independence, according to what I know, true independence, a country independent refers to its ability to govern itself without interference from external power or authority. When its country is independent, it has the right to make its own decision regarding its domestic and foreign policy, shape its own laws and regulations, manage its own economy, determine its own future without being subject to control or domination of other state or external entity. Independence is often associated with sovereignty, which is the supreme authority of a state to govern itself without interfering. Sovereign state has the power to enter into relationship with other states. But the concept of independence closely tied to the idea of self-determination. That's the word I want us to look at. Self-determination. Key word, self-determination. That is without anybody trying to motivate you, but the fact that you determine that inward push, that ability to be willing to demonstrate something that would, I mean, to prove to the people around, to say, indeed, I am a sovereign nation. And I think for whatever reason, we as Liberians, we lack in that. And so as we enter the great month of July, getting ready to celebrate another Independence Day, we have to take a step back and look at ourselves in the mirror, each and every one of us. Whether you're in Liberia, whether you're out of Liberia, wherever you find yourself, as we are preparing for this Independence Day celebration, I really believe we have to look internally and say, am I doing enough? Because nobody will change Liberia if Liberians themselves don't have to drive to do that. And maybe if we're not up or we're not ready yet for independence, then maybe we need to find somebody that will come back again. I don't know whether it's not too late or it is late. Only historian can tell us, and we have to do more research. Maybe somebody need to take over the country for maybe 2 years, and we fall back to get it from them, and then maybe through the process, then we'll understand what it means. Because I think we have lost something. We lost something. I can't put my hands on it. Because the internal drive, we do not have it. We are very short-sighted, very short-sighted. When they see, when we're making decisions, we don't think about the future. It is all about the now, the now, the now, the now. And so When we get in that mindset, we want it right now. We're not willing to put in the work. That's self-determination. What we're supposed to determine our own, determine our own destination, how we want our country to look like. But here we are today. Liberia, the older we get, what the word I'm looking for, the older we get, the worse we look in the eyes of our people. I never seen a nation so blessed, filled with milk and honey, and yet instead, we can find ways to tap into our resources to make life better for each and every one of us. Few people continue to enjoy the resources, and we continue to give those few people power. What am I saying? I saw something that really touched me today. Look at the city right now. The rain is raining. People's houses are being flooded. No drainage system. We've gone 6 months into 7 months now. Send the rescue. Send, we had a new government, and we told you people this. We told you people before the elections, if Liberia would be better, every one of us, we have to play our part. That self-drive, that determination to make life better for each and every one of us. Now, I'm one of those that are still hopeful. But when you talk to the people, like I talk to Liberia every day I talk to Liberia. And we reminded people, and we'll continue to say this on every time we take the airwave, we're going to remind each and every one of us. We told people say that Liberia problem is not just Opon. Was Opon part of the problem? Yes, he was. The failure of Opon government, can you put everything on Opon? No. We said we had a democratic system. We got 3 branches of government. And we try to educate us. My people, let us not take our eyes off the ball. If we are going to make that change or that next step, that House of Representatives, that House of Senate, we have to keep our eyes on those people. They are the first branch of government. But you people did not believe me. You never did. For some reason, you people believe that just turning the country over to Joseph Boakai was the best thing. And yes, Joseph Boakai is in power. We understand that. But he can't do it alone. Now, if you compare Boakai to Georgie, way younger, 3 times the energy that Open got, Boakai ain't get it. And from Open own mouth, the reason why the government failed because people were very self-centered. People, instead of taking the country, putting the country first, people put their own interest first. And Open never even had the energy and the time. Let's be honest now. You think Joseph Boakai ready, almost 80 something years, you think Joseph Boakai? And so the sad thing is, you bring people on board, people who have been talking, fighting from J.J. Rowell time, or from, let be realistic, from 1980, from the time the kid lived within our thought about disappointment in our country. People who told us that they had the tools, the ideas, how to make the country better. We're still struggling right now. We're not even going in front. Where thought what brought us? Where thought brought us? Since 1980, when Doe took over, the little step that Doe took, 1990 we destroy the country. We stay in our same spot. We haven't moved forward yet because of the decision that we made. The decision that we couldn't make. The decision we couldn't make. And we made it and we suffer. We made the decision and we suffer. We, the people, the masses, continue to suffer So what is it that we're not thinking? Suffering is not it's not something like you have to go to school to say, oh, I gotta go to school to learn what to call suffering. You work on the money, better got anything to eat. You don't even know the next day where you're gonna get meal from. You got no job. You turn into a complete beggar. And you sit down and you ask and pray to God, say, hey God, let me get to the next 6 years. And we'll go right back to the same thing and we'll make the same decision. Suffering is not anything like you will sit and people tell you, say, oh, suffering, gotta go to. No, it's something that we experience, a physical, a tangible. Thank you, man, Thomas. Thank you. It's very, very tangible. You feel in it, you gotta bear hungry. You gotta bear hungry. It's no secret. You even got soap. You ain't got soap to wash your clothes. You can better afford to pay your children's school fees. And we keep making the same mistake over and over and over and over. And so I saw something that caught my eyes, because I told you, until that first branch of government can start to work and put you first, we are not going nowhere. We're not going nowhere. Because if you think that Joseph Boca is the problem, we miss it. We miss it. But it's sad that all of that people believe, all we hear, oh, Joseph Boca. No, he can't. He can't. We explain it in New York. We told you before. But here's what I want to share with us today that really got my attention. And I'm so upset right now. Yeah. In the midst of the suffering, look at what they say. They say, lawmaker rock keke to Capitol building. Lawmaker rock keke to Capitol building in protest of delay benefit as Maserado District 9 accused us of failing to hold the executive accountable. What are they holding the executive accountable for? What? You listen to this. You say, Capitol Hill, Monrovia. Drama unfolded on Capitol Hill, the seat of the Liberal legislature, when a group of lawmakers from the House of Representatives arrived in a convoy of tricycle, locally known as keke, one of the most popular mode of transportation in Monrovia and its suburbs. Police have barred keke from plying Todman Boulevard, the busiest street in Monrovia, for safety and traffic control. Despite this, the lawmaker, including Representative Yage Koruba, District Number 10, Maserado County, Sumo Moruba, District Number 3, Maserado County, Jacob Debi, District Number 3, Grand Jere County, and Zana Nodeman, District Number 1, Bapur County, took this route. Addressing reporter outside the Capitol building, the lawmaker said their decisions to drive tricycle to work was a demonstration of their disappointment with the Ministry of Finance and Development, failure to disburse funds for their vehicles. They contended that the senators have received their fund, but the House has yet to receive any. You know, when I see this, these people got in the street today to protest. They drove the road keke. Number one, they didn't even get time. Can you imagine? They say they're trying to control the keke from plying the street, trying to ease the burden of traffic in the city. I was there. But to just tell you, the people that people consider lawmaker, here we are 2 months ago, 3 months ago, we see the influx of drugs. There are new drugs right now in Liberia that are destroying our youth. That are destroying our youth. And the agency that is responsible to take drugs off the street, there was serious fighting that led to the intervention of the police director to go to put the situation under control. The only thing we heard was they suspended the director, the deputy director, pending investigation. And you got your lawmaker there. Nobody have said anything to that effect. Up to now, we don't even know. The only thing the people were established were, they call it OC, officer in charge. A critical arm of the government, especially the president in one of his address to the nation, talk about we have to wield up drugs off the street. He recognized the war that drugs are declared on our country, on our youth. Your lawmaker, they have done nothing. Right now, everybody just sitting down and nobody really asking the question, what is going on with this thing? You have an oversight committee. But here you are, you got people, senators that not receive money for cars. And now the representative the lower house, they're now in protest saying they need their own money for car. When you got children on the street dying from drugs, when you got some people going to bed to never or even food, they're not even paying attention to that. And that is why we ask the question, are we truly looking in the mirror? It is about time that we pause. Let's look at ourselves in the mirror. We told you people, some of these people were in power before. They did nothing for you. They did nothing. But you went right back and you elected them. And you expect Joseph Boakai, the president, to do it all. And you know, and when we did a show. Yeah, we talk about institution, the reason why our country is failing. Because we do not have an institution. And indeed, we do not. If they can put the same energy and passion to rock keke, to violate the traffic law, put keke and say, let's go. Because they're trying to prove a point. Why nobody talking about the crisis at the DEA? Why we not getting anything from the DEA? We just hear about investigation. What is it that nobody telling us anything? That whether the president has made a decision, how long it's going to take? And we learned today that the people have introduced new drugs in Liberia, even deadlier than the coach. That one to say, if you see so on the children foot. But here you are, you got your lawmaker. The senator got our money already for cars. We don't know how many thousands we're talking about. We hope that we'll get our figure. Can you imagine they telling us, say, the federal minister refused to disburse the fund as unacceptable and unfair. What about what are they doing at that capital building? But again, look, can you imagine people? The point I'm trying to make, the point that I'm trying to make here, why are we spending so, it's frustrating. These same people over there criticizing Upon. All of them have been given new vehicles. They say senators and officials in the executive branch have received all their benefit. Hmm. Can you imagine this? So the question here is, are we truly looking in the mirror? Really? So how do we expect the country to change that? Because I told you, we keep rewarding bad behavior. When you buy in a country, they reward you. When you are bad in a country, they reward you. They reward you. So where is the Liberian people interest? Where? Where's the Liberian people interest? Somebody tell me. The only time you see a lawmaker in action when they don't get their salary or they don't get their benefit. Where? Wow. Can you imagine this? You know, I told y'all can sit down there and you can pour the blame on Joseph Barker, rightfully so, but you're wasting your time. We're wasting our time until you can start to hold people feet to the fire. Because I'm telling you, when you see the passion from these lawmakers, these are people who give a fit for y'all. They didn't give a fit. So from education to the number one song that people say they want to join, we are out of power. And we found some of the quotes from those people when they were running. They say, what some of them were saying? They were talking about they want accountability, corruption. They want people to be accountable. Here we go. They say, there's a saying in Liberia that say, you will know if the Christmas going to be good, you know from the eve. My late brother always used to say that way. Big thing. Or you say that child will survive from the first time they come from that mother womb and the toilet they would after that toilet you know. And so we already see there is no difference yet. But when people get ready, and we told you when the election was coming, 200 I can sustain you. 100 I can sustain you. And I doubt it that in Liberia, some of these people that you voted for, they're not giving you $200 or 100 US. Maximum were around maybe 25. Minimum will be around $10 or $15. And you sold your vote. And so when you sell your vote, then you trash because the man pay you for the next 6 years. So you can't do nothing. You can't say anything. There was an agreement, gentleman agreement, written or not. The moment you receive money and you perform that tax, that's an agreement. And so most of us in Liberia, we sold our vote for little or nothing. And so right now, you can do nothing on the after 6 years or 4 years or how many years left on their on their position. And we told you if the government will be successful, we need a solid horse. People that will hold the executive branch accountable, people that will be accountable to you. These people work for you, you don't work for them. But you put people in power that treat you like slaves. Can you imagine the brother, the finance minister, they had the finance minister in contempt. You see them moving with force. They got on keke to drive to the Capitol building. Oh, what happened when the DEA? All the things that unfolding in the country, what happened? Nobody can say anything. Nobody can say anything. We're going to 2 months now, if not more. But your lawmaker then, they're in the street. They want to benefit. They might buy them new cars. They might get them all, how do you call it? Yeah. And another thing I saw, this is when you know for true that Liberia right now we are at a crossroad. And you know you can see that, you know, and this is what called democracy. I mean, rightfully so, I'm blaming President Weah. But see the thing, Boakai was not the change. You want that change? Boakai was not the change. Those few people, they left this country and wanted to come back because where they were, there was no greener pasture. They think that they can get in Liberia, and so they lie and say they came for change. They never came for change. George Martin Weah, former president of Liberia. Listen to this. I will take my time and read this. Former President George Martin Weah has re-entered the political scene with pointed criticism of President Joseph Boakai, asserting that Boakai is not the change Liberians need in this new era. Weah remark made during a full interview with Freedom FM indicate his renewed interest in shaping the country political landscape following his defeat in November 14 runoff election to the 79 years old Boakai. We are accused the Boakai-led government of dishonesty, claiming that officials are not genuinely interested in positive change, but have returned to Liberia due to lack of success abroad. When you hear the former president say this, what do you say? Can you say he's lying? That's a question, man. I really want you on the ground. He said, we are accused of Boakai-led government of dishonesty, claiming that officials are not genuinely interested in positive change, but have returned to Liberia due to the lack of success abroad. Remember, when George Weah was there, the people that are currently working right now in this cities, in this government, these are things that they were saying. The only thing I can say to this, I'll continue reading. You wanted change, but Boakai was not the change. Those who left the country and now claim to return for change are not sincere. They are here because their situation abroad were not prosperous. We are stated. He said the Boakai administration appointment have included both diaspora Liberians and Unity Party members residing within the country. However, the slow pace of appointment for local partisans has caused frustration and anger within the party. Unity Party Chairman Dr. Tape has expressed particular frustration over the preparatory appointment of diaspora Liberian, even calling for protests to demand jobs. But here's the thing, the point I'm trying to draw to you, is there anything different 6 years ago from the people that are there right now? Because we all those seeing wars, those seeing sentiment being expressed when the people that they were in opposition. And now the former president now brave enough to come back to York and making a case that Bouaka is not a change. So is he wrong? Is he wrong? I mean, I just want to know. Liberian people, I, that's a fair question I'm asking. We are criticized the Bouaka administration failure to deliver on a 100-day deliverables. He remarked, Liberians need to sit down and watch. Bouaka is not going to do anything. In 100 days, we are not seeing results. I hope our people realize we made a mistake, moving from a new era back to the old era. That's what I started the topic with. As we gearing off to celebrate another independence. That's what the former president is saying now. He said we are not seeing results. I hope our people realize we made a mistake. So how many times we keep making a mistake over and over? How many times we keep making a mistake over and over? Me, I'm not focused on the presidency. My eyes on the first branch of government, your national legislature. And he right. He said from a new era back to old era. We're not even going in from, we're not coming backward. He said, despite the challenges during his tenure, which include the COVID-19 pandemic, we have claimed his government worked tirelessly to restore and build the country economy. Though he previously suggested he might not run in the 2029 presidential election, we are hinted at reconsidering if called upon by the Liberian people. I remain committed to the cause of the people. If we go to election and they need a leader, I will be the candidate. We are a friend. He also boasted about his administration handling of the COVID-19 pandemic, stating that Liberia shine among great nations despite global challenges. Wow. So we are saying done with politics, but again, he's telling you now, according to the interview that was done, if the Liberian people need him, you'll be ready and prepared to come back. And we, even in Liberia, people started complaining. People started complaining, and I told them it was too early to start complaining. So, my people, we got 50 more minutes now to go. July 4th. We now want to take all of your time. So as we reflect and as we prepare now for our 26, where some of us will be calling people now to sing our something for the 26. What do you make of President George Weah's statement and criticism of the Bouaka administration? The answer is simple. Liberians, let's get engaged. The same problem that haunted, and I told you people over and over. I told you people over and over and over and over, and I'm going to say it. Until we can be like the thing said, I'm not the one that describe what the true meaning of independence. You got to be able to take care of yourself. Nobody will do it for you. You got to be able to be self-motivated to do the right thing. And people sit in the country and feel like somebody will come from maybe God will send the angel in Liberia to do all the work for us, then we just enjoy. It's not going to happen. We're dreaming. That fitness is what we're living in. We give people power, we sit down and expect miracle to happen. The former president is saying people from the diaspora. But don't forget, a lot of the people that were in open government too came from the diaspora. That the only place I disagree with him because a lot of the people that work in a government came from the diaspora. Did it make a difference? No. So, and in as much, I've said it over and over. Like brother Fader was done because of Opon. It was because of each and every one of us. If they give you a piece of job to do it to the best of your ability. Try to do the best you can. And so the only play, and I was going to say, Boaka and Kun administration, those people that are in position, they need to step up. Do your best. Do your best. Do your best. And overall, my area of concentration, those people that are in the House and Senate. And I'll give you an example. You there, you living there. I was there in March. See the country right now. We got a DEA. From inauguration, where our president almost died, me and our family they were in charge of the inauguration ceremony. All we heard, they put up an investigation. The asset recovery team. We don't know how far that process is gone. The DEA. Every day we get investigation on investigation on investigation. The same thing that happened in the previous administration, investigation. We cannot get the findings from the investigation. We can't hear anything. To some extent, people can say, yeah. The reason why I don't want to focus on Joseph, but the reason why I'm focusing on the first branch of government, let me tell you people, let me make this very explicit. Maybe we're missing it. That House of Representatives and Senate, I told y'all, they did what we call check and balance. You sitting down and you watch it. Now you see that they brought the finance minister because they didn't get paid. And the finance minister came because they could hold you in contempt. That's how powerful they are. So if those people are doing a job, they are the watchdog. We call them the watchdogs. They're watching the executive to make sure everything is done correctly. They got the power. Don't let nobody lie to you and just put everything on Joseph. Whether Joseph Boga dragging his feet, they can step in. They can step in. But right now, everything on pause. Everything on pause. That is my frustration. And it is the same frustration that I had when Goyah was president. Division of labor. Division of labor. They got an era, focus on your era, but look at, because you know how many people in our country right now you eat? You got almost 5 million people. I'm telling you, all of the population, 5 million people, the people that are really living good in Liberia. Take the people from those who working with the UN. I'm telling you, right now, they didn't even reach quite, I think they reach 10,000. I'm being very honest with you. They didn't reach that number. People are suffering. And yet, you're a country that is blessed. Thank you, Mr. Bailey. Thank you. I appreciate you, Mamu. Soon I get off the show, I will shoot you that information that you're requesting for. Can you imagine how people suffer in the country? And yet a country that is blessed in abundance of resources. But you can't see where the resources going. I've never seen wickedness like this in my entire life, where people just selfish. And the Liberian people couldn't reward selfishness. We got a long way to go. I don't know. I really don't know. Hear this. We are saying, we argue. It is time for Liberians to hear us. Parker has issue. And a disrespect to the citizen is wrong. Now, open talking, I'm talking. And I'm sitting there and this is the former president talk. Same thing. From that, see, these are allegations that were leveled against the late William Arrow Todbo. I call him my favorite president. I'm telling you, based upon history of what he did. Listen to President, we again. It is time for Liberians to hear us. Parker has issue. And a disrespect to citizens is wrong. Respect the law. We inherited tender job and we respected them. We are also accused President Parker of nepotism, appointing family members to key positions while removing qualified Liberians. He says it is not business as usual, but it is more than business as usual. I did not employ my family or children. I was the president of Liberia, not family business. We are said, you be the judge. You be the judge. CDC Meditant, he said CDC Meditant Day event. We are coming doing the Congress of Democratic Change Meditant Day event. Team transforming setback into comeback. The event featuring musical performances and sport activity aimed to honor loyal partisans and regain the confidence of Liberians. Now, I'm reading this thing and scratching my head and saying, "Wow, you be the judge. You be the judge. You be the judge." We hold those same words: disrespect, nepotism, favoritism. We hold the same word. The disrespect for the rule of law. We hold the same thing. 6 years ago from the opposition, and the same words, the same verbs now being used. So the point I'm making to us here, that stupid with stupid, I call this political jargons where people just play on people to do the same things. Those are the same words that were used against the late William Arrow Todbo, against the late Samakanya Do, against against Charles Taylor, against Ellen, against CDC. No, you see what I call is cycle. That's what the educated may call redundancy. Because when people see stupidness in our faces, this is what happens. The same word. Because you can see it. So the question here is it right? Is open right? Is it true? Can you associate the government with those allegations that open is talking about? 11 new allegation against the Barker administration. You say nepotism. It's a family business. You talk about no respect of the rule of law. He open saying it. Ask yourself. Wow. The thing said when I listen to this, I keep asking myself the question: Yeah. Wow. And so, folks, on that note, I just going to go back and just glance to the rest of the headline. But those are the two things I really want to bring to your attention. Number one, your government, your first branch of government, your people then demonstrating because they say all the executive, including the senators, have gotten paid. They got that money for the cars, only them. The people that are supposed to be talking about major issues concerning our country, nothing is done. And so to next show, we talk about independent. Are we truly an independent country? Are we self-motivated to make the change that we truly desire? We have to take a look at ourselves in the mirror. Are we doing enough? Are we truly doing enough? The change that we so desire, are we working hard towards that change? Are we engaged? Is it the same like Open said? What do you make an Open comment? Saying that Baka is not up to the task, accusing Liberian from the diaspora to be failures, people that run back there because they wasn't successful in America. You be the judge. You talk about no, the dead respect for the rule of law. My people, I don't know how many times we're going to go down the road. I ready. It's sad. It's sad. It just. I look. I tell you, man. We got work to do, man. We got work to do, man. We have work to do. And if we sit down here and think that somebody else will do it for us, good luck. Good luck. So, folks, on that note, we want to end here now. The time is 4:59. But I want to remind each and every one of you that is watching this show, you are invited to the Mount Zion Interdenominational Church Father's program. They come in Sunday. If you are in the Twin City, we encourage you to please come to the Father Day program. They will be honoring the Father of the Year, Nathaniel Clabber Seaton. If you live in Minnesota enough, it is not no strange name within the Liberian community. He's from Maryland County, one of the well-respected father who has touched lives from Liberia to America. And so there's a project that the main department has identified, that is to upgrade their bathrooms. And so we call upon you that they come in Sunday, please show up to show Mount Zion some love. Some of us can spend $40, $50 to buy our bottles. So all we're asking you, they got pin on sale right now as we speak. 2 pin for $15. 2 pin for $15. I don't think it is not that costly. You can sacrifice $30 for 2 pin. So we encourage you to show your love. Come support the church. Come, let's support Mount Zion this coming Sunday. And we want to remind you that, this is a critical time, not just in Liberia, but we all can see what is unfolding around the world. Find 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, find 1 hour, put it aside to just seek the face of God. And so we invite you to tune in. From Monday to Thursday, we are on the prayer line. Come and listen to Pastor Reginald Warner Chair. I always say this: what do you have to lose? If you come, hey, and maybe you don't like it, that's fine. But wherever you are, wherever you find yourself, if that 30 minutes here, find a time to talk to God, pray. Because the world right now is at a crossroad, not just Liberia, but we all see what is happening around us. And so the today, Wednesday, we meet in person at the church. If you can't make it to the church, you just dial that phone number and you'll be right in the service. That number is 763-220-3265. Once again, that number is 763-220-3265. Come, let's celebrate. Come, let's study the word of God. Come, let's worship. On that note, we want to say thank you for tuning in. We hope you spread the video. We look forward to your input, your suggestions. Once again, this is your host, Sobodi Freeman, saying so long from the members of Goyah studio. You have a pleasant evening. Stay blessed. Enjoy your football. Enjoy your football July. Be safe. Don't do too much. Police, 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 police. The boys are step up. And starting from tonight and the whole weekend, the boys will be patrolling every corners. So let's enjoy, let's be safe. Stay blessed. Have a wonderful evening. Enjoy your 4th of July. Good night, everybody. Oh, I have an easy moreover. Tada. Oh, I'm on fail. You vex? You vex? You sure? You sure you're not vex? Sorry, man. You're calling me out in out doing something. Sorry, I'm so sorry. The one you first say you know so that you first your fault. How everything, how you feeling, how the children, everybody home? That's good. That's good. Well, you beside the grilled fish, you eat anything else? Hmm? Yeah. I told my baby all the other day. No, I told you briefly. See, you're on your way home, right? What you mean, we told you that? What you saying? We told? Look how I'm off. I told you, come on. I told you say you're going home. Are you sounding like that? So you sounding so now. You're not sounding like you're not sounding like the AC mother. But are you sleeping? You want to go to bed now? Mm. Dr. Moluba. Nene na. On shulomene wala ni yamala.